Alrighty, any pains or injuries before we start? Everyone good? All right, good morning. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here as well as through Zoom, and you can register for class through ubindi.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. You can, of course, find all of this information if you need on my website again, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. Please make sure that if you're working with any kind of special conditions or injuries, that you do modify or skip poses altogether, always being mindful not to create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. All right, let's sit up tall and let the palms face up. If you need to elevate and sit up on a block, please go ahead and do that. As you ground evenly through your seat, elongating through the spine, and start to connect to your breath. Letting your inhales even out with your exhales. Through the inhale, let the crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you lengthen through the spine. And then with the exhale, grounding firmly and evenly through your seat. Inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions. And then with the exhale, empty it all out. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om apavitraha, Om apavitraha, pavitrawa, pavitrawa, sarvavushtan, sarvavushtan, gatopiwa, gatopiwa, yaha smarit, pundrikaksham, pundrikaksham, sapahya, sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Fingers come back to Gyan Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side. Roll it center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back to center and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine, extending your legs forward, separating your feet. Hands are supporting to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins and take the opposite shin on top, the non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, take the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up. Other side. Take it back up again, extending the legs forward, forward fold. Reach forward to grab the feet, ankles or your shins, keeping a neutral spine as you shift forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, take it back up. Let's take 90-90. Draw the left heel in so that the shin becomes parallel to the front of the mat, and line up the left hip with the left knee so you end up with 90 degrees. And then do the same thing with the back leg. Once you set your legs, flex through your ankles so your legs are engaged. Hands to either side of the left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And keeping that lengthiness, hinge at the hips or draw forward. Let's take it to about 45 degrees. Keep your hands supporting. Then keep your left hand on the floor. Reach your right arm forward and grip the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Reach your right hand further forward. Come down a little bit more, but keep the neutral spine. And begin to walk it back in. Keep your left hand on the floor. Reach your right arm forward and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. One more. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Square back to center. Raise your right arm up. And then you can reach your left hand a little bit wider and side bend to your left. You can come to your palms. If you have more range, you can come to your forearms, whatever you want. Support as you need. Take it back up to center. Counter twist to the right. Take it back to center and step the right foot to the floor. Right? So you want to walk the right foot slightly out and then flex your heel. So let me give you a back view here. So you want to step the right foot out to the floor and pivot to the heel. So you want a good amount of distance so that you're not fully quite extended and you don't want to be too tight either. What we're going to do is pivot to the heel and roll the knee forward and back. So you want enough space that you feel like you can do that appropriately, okay? So once you have that, taking your hands to your floor for support, you can take the right hand behind your left shin or in front of the left shin, okay? Pivot to the heel, and then roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back 5 times. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. One more. Roll forward, roll back. Keep rolling back. Plant your left palm to the floor and gently press your right thigh away from you. So looking for openness into your right thigh and right hip joint. Release. Draw the right heel back behind you and draw the left heel in a little bit closer. So now you've created a letter S with your legs. Right, letter S. Walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward about halfway. Stopping at the halfway point, inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward a little bit more. This is a forward fold with a rotation of your spine. Release, take it back up. Counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Left hand to the floor, lift onto the shins, Raise your right arm up and across the collarbone, back in space for the back bend and a heart opener. Then raise your right arm up over the right ear for the side stretch. Take the feet down, swing the right leg forward, grab the right foot, and extend. Now, if your hamstrings are not quite ready yet and you need to keep a slight bending of the knee, that's fine. If you have full extension, take that. Or perhaps even grabbing the back of the right leg at the calf. All right, so we're adding a twist again. Left hand grabs the outside of the right foot. Now, keep the gaze looking forward. I want you to keep the right heel lined up with the right hip and reaching right arm back to twist. So the twist can happen without you looking, right? More important is to keep the alignment of the heel to the hip. Now, once you get to your deepest twist and you're ready, then turn just your head, keeping the right leg shooting straight forward from the hip. Square back to center. Bend your right knee. Intersect the right heel to the left ankle and shift the weight to your left side. So the right seat can come off the floor and you're on the outer left leg. Left hand to support, right arm up, reach forward and fold. Now, if the right knee tends to fall to the side, I want you to really draw the right knee back to center with the vertical shin. Inhale, take it back up, keep the legs, and then twist to the right. Square back to center, counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Even out your seat, so you might have to shift to the right a little bit, and then take half lotus. So it's the top of the right foot to your left hip crease. Now, if this is too tight for your knees and your ankles, you can take a regular cross-legged position. All right? Whenever you're ready, inhale, arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Now, once you have your hands supporting, settle into your pose, and then progressively in the next 4 or 5 breaths, get further and further forward into your forward fold. And start to walk it back in. Support the right leg. Extend the right heel forward. Support the left leg. Extend the left heel forward. Hands to either side, and then flex and point your feet a whole bunch of times, and that should help you reset your knees and your ankles. All right, come back to neutral. Second side, 90-90. So setting up your right shin to parallel the front of the mat, and the right knee lines up with the right hip. Draw the left heel back, same thing, 90-90. Then hands to either side of the right leg. Inhale, lengthen through a neutral spine. Exhale, start to reach forward about 45 degrees. So you should feel a nice stretch to the outer right leg and to the hips. Keep the right hand on the floor. Raise your left arm forward. Grip the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper and crawl the left fingertips forward. Start to release. Make your way back up. Extend the left arm forward. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting to the right. And then release. Step the left foot down. and slightly away from you, so I would say maybe about 2 feet, and pivot to your left heel. Hands to either side of the right leg. You're going to roll the left knee forward, roll the left knee back. Roll the left knee forward, roll back 5 times. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. Stay rolled back. Right hand plants your floor for support. Press your inner left thigh away from you. And release. Draw the left heel back. Draw the right heel back a little bit closer, creating a reverse letter S. Then walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward about halfway. Stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward a little bit more. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Right hand to your floor. Lift onto your shins. Left arm up and back in space. Then raise your left arm up over the left ear, side stretch. Then take your feet back down. Swing the left leg around, intersecting the left heel to the right ankle. And shifting to sit on the outer right leg, the left feet can come off the floor. Right hand to the floor for support, left arm up, and then reach forward, gripping your left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Now actively draw the left knee in toward the left shoulder, coming to a vertical left shin. Release, inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Grab hold of your left foot and extend forward. If you have full extension of the left leg, great. If not, keep the left knee bending, or you can grab the calves instead. All right, taking the twist, right hand to outer left heel. Keep the left heel lined up with the hip and reach your left arm back. And once you get to your deepest twist and you're stable, then you can turn your head. Start to square back, bend your left knee, half lotus, or a simple cross-legged position if half lotus is too tough for your ankles and your knees. Once you're set, inhale, arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. All right, once you have your support of your hands, in the next few breaths, progressively get deeper and deeper into your fold. All righty, beginning to walk your hands back in, lift back up. Support the left leg, extend the heel forward, support the right leg, extend the heel forward. Then hands to either side, and then flexing and pointing your feet, resetting your knees and your ankle joints. All right, coming back to stillness, bend your knees, separate your feet about mat's width distance, pivot to your heels. And windshield wipe your knees side to side. All right, come back to center, cross your shins, roll forward, walk it back to the down dog, and pedal out the legs, walking it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness in the down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Inhale, kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen your front leg, reach up high. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside, 3 times. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two, flipping your front palm for reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. You can take the right hand to inside the right foot or modify with the elbow to the knee, left arm up. Revolve it. Left hand comes down. Right arm up to twist. Extend it. Right palm to face down and reach forward. Half bind it. Right arm up and behind you. Twist a little bit deeper. Ground even more firmly through the back heel down. On the inhale, draw all the way up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching your right arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, reach up, keep the arms reaching. Bending the front knee, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. And same thing here, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Again, modifying elbow to the knee or hands to the floor, right arm reaching up. Revolve it. Right hand down, left arm up, twisting. Extending. Left palm face down, reach forward. Half bind it. Left arm up and behind you. Twist even deeper. Ground through the back heel even more. On the inhale, take it all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot. Stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Hold that. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Hold that. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend and side bend to your left. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend to your right. Back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Lift up. Gaze upwards. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Take back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen your right leg, triangle pose. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm reaching up. Left hand to the floor, right arm up to twist. Extended, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind it, right arm up and behind you. Bend the front knee, circle it up into reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Hold your plank. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Hold your chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Up dog. 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Hips up high. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose, holding that. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm, holding. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Right hand catching your left wrist. Extend and side bending to the right. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend. Side bending to your left. Back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you. Other thumb on top. Lift up, gaze up. Ecstatic warrior. Bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take it up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm reaching up. Revolve it, right hand down, left arm up to twist. Extend it, left palm to face down, reach forward. Half bind it, left arm up and behind you, stack even more. Bend the front knee, circle it up into reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot back plank. Stay here, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, stay here, 3, 2, 1. Up dog, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, 3 times. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee in. Kick it up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside the right arm, 3 times. Kick it back up. Right knee outside the right arm. Kick it back up. Right knee outside the right arm. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick it back up 3 times. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist to the right. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. One more. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting. Right hand to your lower back. Lean forward. Elbow to outer right leg. Twist. Revolve Chapasana. Left hand to the floor. Lean forward. Right hand to grab the left foot. And then lift and kick back. Chapasana. Right hand comes down to the floor. Immediately bind the left hand to left foot. Kick it back. Release to step it all the way back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Come forward. Three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Release your feet, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose 3 times. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee in. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick it back up 3 times. Left knee outside the left arm. Kick it back up. Left knee outside the left arm. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your right arm 3 times. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the other thumb on top and then pressing forward. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting. And then left hand behind you. And then right arm, outer left leg for the twisted lunge. Coming right into Revolve Chapasana. Right hand to floor for support. Tip forward. Grab the right foot with your left hand. And then kick it back and twist. Transitioning right into Chapasana. Left hand comes down. Right hand to grab the right foot. And then stack to open. Begin to release, stepping all the way back. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor. Kick your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Come forward, 3-legged plank. 3-legged chaturanga. Release your feet, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Extended malasana, heels together, toes apart, and then draw the seat toward the heels as you fold forward. And then from here, we'll take 3 leaping frogs. So from this bent knee position, you're going to use your knees and your legs as a spring, and hop it up 3 times. If you can find a little bit of suspension time, it is your handstand in frog legs. Good. Beautiful. Very nicely controlled, you guys. All right, once you've done 3, make your way back to down dog. Step your left foot forward, low lunge, right foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together, rise up, chair. Hands together in prayer, twist to the right, hook the left arm to outer right knee and twist. You may stay here, twist the chair. You can expand your arms. Left hand to your floor, right arm up into a half bind. If you have the extension to take the full bind into your noose pose, take it. If you want to arm balance, side crow to the right. Hands to the floor to the right side, shift to the right and slightly forward. Your left arm bearing weight of your body, lifting your feet. All right. Making your way back, square back to center chair. Exhale, lengthen and dive forward. Take it up and down 3 times. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Lengthen and dive forward. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Exhale, dive forward. This time, bend the knees, come up to chair, second side. Hands together in prayer. Twist to your left. Stay there or expand the arms with a half bind or side crow to your left. So hands about shoulders width and then shifting the weight slightly left and forward, letting the right arm bear weight to your body. All right. When you're ready, square off. Come back up to chair. Exhale, dive forward. Up and down 3 times. Bend the knees, come up to chair. Exhale, dive forward. Bend the knees, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, walk, jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right heel up. Step the right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Crescent moon. Extra padding to your left knee if you need it. And walk your hands to the top of the thighs. Lunge forward for the quad stretch. Once you're set, let's take the arms forward, out, and wide. Allow the chest to broaden, shoulder blades to kiss toward each other, and looking slightly upwards, finding a nice back bend here with a very, very broad chest. Now, keeping that broadness, let the palms face up and reach out and up. And keep leaning as far back as you can. And let the hands come to the floor, to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out at an angle. Right thigh also turns out. Plant your left palm to the floor. Raise your right arm up and behind you for the half bind to twist. Let's bind, bending your left knee. Right hand to grab the inside of the left foot and kick the foot away. Let's get into left quad stretch. Square off your shoulders, facing forward. As you draw the left heel in toward the seat, you're going to bend the left elbow to draw forward, and maybe the forehead comes down toward the floor. If you're not able to touch down, that is fine. Just keep hovering in space, keeping your left hand supporting, but you're definitely trying to draw the left heel in toward the seat. So that's your quad stretch. All right, make your way back up, releasing your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over the right ear for the side stretch toward the left. Then take the hands to the floor over toward the left side. So you're angling toward the left. Left forearm comes to the floor, and then reaching your right arm forward. So the right arm reaching toward the left side and finding the extension and openness into your right side, right shoulder joint. Now, once you settle into the pose, if you want more intensity on the underside of your right shoulder joint, let the right shoulder start to descend toward the floor, and you'll get a lot more openness into the stretch on the right side and the armpits. All right, begin to walk it back in. Square back to center. Turn the right toes back forward for the half split. Tuck the left toes under. Shift back so that you can flex your right foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So you want to line up the left hip to the left knee. All right, step the right foot back down, turn the left heel in about 45 degrees. 90 degrees. And then draw the right shoulder underneath your right knee. And then either take both hands to either side for support as you bow forward, or the left hand to grab the right ankle, left elbow comes down. And keep pressing your shoulder up against the knee and fold forward here. All right, we're going to work toward Komodo dragon. So the left arm releases a little bit wider to the left, so toward the side of the mat. And then take the left arm down 45 degrees. So that is your support structure of your left arm. Then the right hand grabs the left foot. Shift the weight toward the left arm, left knee, and maybe the right foot comes off the floor and extends forward. And then if you can free up your right leg to shoot back behind you, that is your Komodo dragon with a tail reaching back. All right, let's square it back, step it down, and then making your way back up. All right, so you should be facing sideways now. All right, so let's take a side angle here. Right hand to the floor, left arm up. Left hand behind you, half bind. And then if you want to take a full bind, right arm digs underneath the right leg, circles back behind you to bind. Now take the gaze to the floor for balance. Are you able to shift to step on the right foot? So shift to lift the left knee off the floor and step on the right foot. And then are you able to shift forward into bound half moon? Keep the gaze looking to the floor. As you bear weight onto your right foot, maybe your left leg comes off the floor. Maybe you can elevate it up to the shape of half moon. All right. When you're ready to break, step the left foot back, undo the binds. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior, stretching out the right side. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Actually, we have to come forward. Right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Rise up, chair. Hands together in prayer. Twist to your left, right elbow to left knee. All right, then you're going to shift to your tiptoes. Bend your knees and draw the feet down and just hover here on your tiptoes, twisting to your left. Stay on the tiptoes. Square back to center and twist to the right. Stay on the tiptoes. Start to lift the seat a little bit. Draw the heels down first. And then on the inhale, come back up to center chair. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, one breath. Exhale. Walk, jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, left heel up, stepping. Your left foot forward, crescent moon, right knee comes down. Lunge your hips forward. Once you're set, take the arms forward, and again, reach your arms back. Broaden your collarbones, your pectorals as you engage your upper back, squeezing your shoulder blades toward each other. Feel for the expansiveness of the front and contraction of the back as you take your back bend. And let the palms flip up, reach up and overhead, and keep leaning back. And start to release your hands to the inside of the left foot. Turn your left toes out. Left thigh also turns out. Walk your right hand a little bit wider. Raise your left arm up and behind you for the half bind, twisting. And then let's start to bind. Bend your right knee. With your left hand, grab the right foot, and then kick the foot away and deepen your twist. And then going for the quad stretch. Square off your shoulders. As you start to bend your right elbow and draw forward, you're also drawing your right heel toward the seat as you fold. If you can touch your forehead down, fantastic. If not, just hover in space. Keep your right hand supporting. You should feel like a very deep right quad stretch. Begin to release. Make your way back up. Release your right foot. Raise your left arm overhead and pointing toward the right side for the side stretch. And then release your left hand to the floor. Your torso and your hands are still angling toward the right. The right forearm comes down to the floor. With your left hand, reach forward and traction your left fingertips further and further forward and to the right. So you're getting stretch your left arm into your left shoulder, armpits, and then the left ribs. And if you want more intensity into your shoulders, let the left shoulder start to descend even more toward the floor. All righty, start to walk it back in. Square back to center, half split, turning your left toes forward, shift the hips back, flexing your left foot, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. And begin to step the left foot back down, turn the right heel in 90 degrees. So your left leg should be roughly about 90 degrees. All right, then start to dig the left shoulder underneath the left knee. So hands can go to either side and stay there and bow forward. Or the right hand can grab the left ankle, right elbow coming down and fold. And then let's adjust the positioning of the right arm. So release your bind. The right elbow walks a little bit wider away from you toward the edge of the mat. And the right forearm goes to a 45-degree angle. So that 45-degree angle is very supportive, going side to side and forward and back. All right, then start to bind the left hand to the right foot. Shift the weight to your right arm, right knee, and then maybe your left leg can pick up off the floor and shoot to the left side. That's your Komodo dragon. Now, if you can free up your left leg to shoot it back in space, that is the tail of the Komodo dragon. All right, it's definitely a challenge for your balance. All right, when you're ready, step the left foot back, square back to center, and stand up on top of the right knee. So readjust your left leg to about 90 degrees. Then working on the side angle, left hand to the floor, right arm up. Half bind, right arm back behind you, and then the full bind. Thread the left arm underneath you, grabbing the other hand, then lift up, lean back. All right, so we're going to try to step on the left foot to come up for bound half moon. So one way of maneuvering into that is to take the right foot, right, so the back leg, right foot, angle it slightly behind you, tuck the toes under. That might give you a positioning of the lunge, right? So you can lift the right knee, and then you can ground the back heel down. Then step the right foot further forward. Start to lean forward as you lengthen out the left leg. As you bear weight onto your left foot, your right foot gets lighter and lighter until maybe you can elevate the foot, and then maybe even shoot it all the way back into your bound half moon. All right, when you're ready to break, step it back, undo the binds, inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right, so when you fall out of that pose, right, everything you have to let go and hope for the best and walk it out, right? So, so often when we fall out of that bound half moon, it gets a little bit sloppy. It's pretty normal. All right, stepping, your left foot forward, low lunge, right foot forward, standing forward bend, feet together, knees together, come up, chair, tree pose, stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee, sole of the right foot to the inner left leg, and then arms up and out in a wide position. And once you connect with your balance, you may stay here or work on additional variations you like. So simple ones could be just wrapping hands back behind you and broadening your chest, or challenging your balance by side bending to the right. All right, if you have other options, feel free to take anything else you want. All right, it could be your flying crow preparation. It could be a dragonfly preparation, right tricep to right foot and twisting to your left. That happens to me all the time. My foot slides. Keep working on it. You can keep your back knee pressing up against your foot to try to keep it in place. All right, so that's one way of using the leverage of the back knee, pushing up against your foot to keep it in place. Oh, we're in tree. All right, when you're ready, square back. Step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, crow pose. Hands come forward about a foot and a half, knees to back of the arms. Walk or jump back. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee, tree pose, second side. And once you settle, repeating what you did on the first side. If you're wrapping your hands back behind you, take the other interlacing of your hands. Side bending to the left. Right, so some options were flying crow, figure four with your legs, and then the triceps to top of the left shin. So that's your preparation. Or you can do preparation for your dragonfly, which is your tricep, left tricep to serve the left foot, twisting to the right. All right, so this to train you for balance and for flexibility in your twist. Right, so is that side more flexible, or you applied the pressing of the heel? So that helps you keep your foot in place for now. And then as that gets easier and then you can keep the foot in place on its own, then you can start to extend the leg or work on that. All righty, let's start to finish up. Take it back up, step the left foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward, second crow pose. All right, if you have a strong crow pose and you want to start to work on asymmetry, maybe just pick up one knee and draw the knees together to the other arm. And that's like a one-legged crow preparation. Just draw the knees over to one side. All righty, making your way back, walk back, jump back. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg up for pigeon, draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Inch your right knee further back. Walk your hands in, elongate through the spine, and once you're nice and level and you're measured out, walk your hands forward, forearms down. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. All righty, and start to walk back in. Take the left feet down. Swing the right leg forward and center your seat. Take leg cradle. So first is to just grab the right heel. And the heel can be slightly further, that's okay, sitting up tall. And then lift the right heel higher. Lift the right heel higher again. And then draw the right knee back. Extend the right heel forward 3 times. Draw the right knee back. Extend the right heel forward. Draw the right knee back. Extend it forward. This time, bending your knees and threading your arms underneath your right shin for the full leg cradle. Make sure you flex your right foot to protect the ankle joint and the knee joint of the right leg. Then start to shift back toward the sacrum and extend the left leg forward and balancing here. Then stay balancing. You're just going to draw the right knee a little higher. With your left hand, grab the outer left leg and support it to reach higher. Stay balancing. Extend the right leg, supporting with both hands. Once you connect with the balance, free up your hands. So whether your legs are fully extended or the knees are bent, it doesn't matter as long as you're balancing on your sacrum. Start to lower the legs, forward fold. Come back up. Pigeon on the second side, draw the right heel in, swing the left leg back, level off your hips, inch your left knee even further back, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine, and then making your way forward, forward fold. Phoebe, wrong leg. I was trying to figure out why Simon was trying to get your attention, and then I looked at your legs. I was like, ah. Alrighty, let's make our way up. Take the right seat down, swing the left leg forward, and center your seat. Supporting your left heel, and the heel can be slightly further forward, sitting up tall first. So getting into the proper posture and the foundation to start with. Then lift the left heel higher. And lift your left heel even higher, as high as you can go. Then draw the left knee back. Reach your left heel forward. Draw the left knee back. Reach your left heel forward. So this is for flexibility. Draw the left knee back and reach your left heel forward. So it's a preparation for your hips to now thread your arms underneath your left shin for the full leg cradle. And make sure you flex your left foot. You're protecting the ankle joint and the knee joint of your left leg. Begin to shift back toward the sacrum and raise your right leg forward. Stay balancing here. Adjust your left knee even higher. Then with your right arm or right hand, grab the outer right leg and lift the right heel as high as you can. So you're basically going into a balancing forward fold here, right? So you're balancing on your sacrum, you're going into a forward fold. Then start to free up your left leg and see if you can take full extension as well. If not, keeping your knees bent. And once you have your balance, free up your hands. Then this time, take the soles of the feet together, knees apart for Baddha Konasana. Draw the heels in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And start to make your way back up. Extend the legs forward and begin to lower onto your backs. Bridge pose. Bend the knees. Walk your heels in. Your feet should be about hips width distance, so separate them to hips width. And then with your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Then press into your heels and lift the feet. You can keep your forearms and your hands pressed into the floor alongside the hips, or you can walk your hands underneath, interlace them, and then walk your shoulders in as well if you decide to interlace your hands. Then press your heels down and lift up even higher, working to bear the weight to the upper back toward the back of the shoulders. Stay on that bridge. Shift the weight to your left foot. Pick up the right knee and extend the right leg up to the sky. You can flex your foot, or you can point your toes, or yogi your toes. It doesn't matter, as long as your heel is reaching upwards or your foot is reaching upwards. Keep the feet also lifting. Bend the right knee, step the foot down, reset your positioning. All right, then shift the weight to your right foot. Pick up the left knee, extend the left leg up. So you can point the toes, flex your foot, or yogi your toes. It doesn't matter which. So it's the opposition of pressing the heel down to lift the feet up and reach your other heel up. Bend your left knee, step it down, and reset first before you come out of the pose. So lift it up and reset. And then now release your hands and gently start to lower down and hug the knees in. All right, then step the feet to the floor. Separate your feet about mat's width distance. Then with both knees, drop it over to the right side. Keeping the knees to the side, take the right ankle on top of the left knee and press the heel down, the knee down. So ankles to knee to press down. That's right. Ankle to knee. There you go. Gently step the right foot down. Take the knees up and drop the knees over to the other side. So Phoebe, come back up. Step the feet to the floor, mat's width. Then drop the knees over to the side and the ankles to knee. All right, so you want the feet on the floor and just drop the knees first, and then you take the ankles to knee. All righty, step the left foot down. Draw the knees back to center. Hug both knees in again. And then now step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Let the feet separate, toes are turned out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. And gently let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, starting to move the fingers and the toes. Gently reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take your seat, let's take a non-dominant shin on top. Reconnecting to an even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. Again, my name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. And of course, all of this can be found on my website, simhayoga.com. See you, thank you, and see you next time.